is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Golden Gophers headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Knight. Just smothered on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped right there.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The lone back's got it. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Taken down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Straight ahead, it's Turner. Turning it on! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Taylor has it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Drops back. It's Lindsey. Dumps it to the back. Snags it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down to the air. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They get on the board first. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They'll snag it just inside the 10. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Drops back on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Drives inside. Looking for a crease. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Hard running there. Breaks free and he might be gone. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the Bruins have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Woods. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide left, it's Ellis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Right side, it's Smith. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Inside the touchdown, Golden Gophers! Once he got some room, it was over. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Cuts it upfield. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Uh-oh, look out. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Shoots it to the left. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. grab behind the line. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The give is to Taylor. He's got enough. Gets away from one, finds some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
Knocked down immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the ground. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They knock him down right there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
That's got to be so demoralizing for the defense. The 2nd time on this drive that they've gone for it on 4th, and they were able to convert it by running the ball.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. quick handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 3. Trying to squeak through the pile. Maybe some room here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wideout. Fights off a defender. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Direct snap. It's Taylor. There he goes. Spins away. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 6 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Bulldogs looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He's past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Taylor has it. Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for him. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Making the adjustment. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. Got the first down. At the 45 on his way. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there. They're down to the 24.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Bruins will hustle to the line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
What can you say about this guy on this drive? There's zero mystery. They just keep turning around, and they keep handing it off. He's stacking up the yards on this drive alone, and at this point, the defense knows who's getting it, and they still can't stop him, guys. Everybody in this stadium should know right now he's probably going to be getting a handoff on this next play as well.
Right back to the well. Got a little grass. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From deep, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Red pass, it's complete. Still running at the 40. Wide run to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give is to Taylor. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass.
Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped right there.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to beat.
Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Sends it back in motion. There's some daylight. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Got the first down. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Across the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Moves the pocket. It's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Interesting decision here for the head coach. Do you just kick the field goal and guarantee yourself the lead, or do you go for the touchdown and try to create a little bit of separation between yourself and your opponent here in the 4th quarter?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. He got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of this drive. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Off play action on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great.
He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. And a huge run from the back for 6.